Hi, I'm Mark with At My Home, and today we're going to take a look at the TP-Link Wi-Fi 6 travel router, and it's got a model number of TL-WR1502X. I don't know, there's a lot of letters, but the bottom line is this is meant for travel. So you ever go to a hotel and go, hey, I need to have more people be able to use the Wi-Fi than the one that comes with the room. Well, this will let you do that. And it does other things as well. And TP-Link sent us this for the review. So let's take a look. All right, open the box. Set of directions. And I want to show you the directions first because they are really detailed. I'm not going to try to go through them for you right now, but they have all these different modes you can do. They have router mode, hotspot mode, and AP mode. So it can be a range extender. It does all sorts of things. And I've tried some of these modes out already, and they work fairly good. All right, so these are the directions, key thing. And this is the travel router. It's so small and tiny. Look at it. Has connectors on the back, right? So you've got one for WAN and LAN because you could hook us up to your router at home. And it also has a USB port, and it has a power port, which is actually USB-C. So USB-A, USB-C, and then there's a little light on the front. And I'm going to plug it in. I have my plug over here, since it takes USB-C, and you'll see the front here will start blinking blue. You'll be able to see that. And that's the indicator that the router is coming up. Now, I actually have this set up in hotspot mode, which means we're using our home router as if we were the hotel, and this is the router, the hotspot you would have in your room. So for example, if your family's in that room and you all got laptops and cell phones, you can all come through this hotspot, which is really cool. So what else comes with this thing? Let's take a look. So cable, USB-C, USB-A to USB-C, that is. Comes with an Ethernet cable. Can't connect to Wi-Fi 6 products wirelessly. I'm not sure what that means. Some older versions of the driver software may be incompatible with Wi-Fi 6 products. So one of the things I had to do when I got this was upload the firmware. So when you do that, you're going to want to cable this using this to your router and do that update that way. If you try to do it wirelessly to start with it, it just seemed like a really hard to do it. I couldn't get it to work, so I connected it up first through the router, and then I was able to do the update, and then things started working quite well. As a matter of fact, the app was a lot different. It looked a lot better when the firmware update got done. So heed this thing here. There's an info card with the secret code of what the thing is. It ships with an SSID for both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz because it supports both bands. So that's what this card is for. I'll turn it upside down so you don't see the secret code, but I suspect they're all the same for all of them. And you're going to change that as soon as you connect it up. They even give you a power adapter. And it says here, it can create a private network wherever you go. So you can see in the pictures, it's so you can be in your hotel room and do what you want to do. They claim a faster Wi-Fi speed up to 1.5 gigabits per second. Secure browsing with VPN. So if you want to set up a VPN, this thing will do it. Easy file and internet sharing. Well, obviously, if you're connecting up the USB in the back, then you could do something like that because you could plug in an SSD to the back of it and be able to share the files. Okay, I brought up the app. There's an app that comes with this. You can do it through your web browser, by the way, but I use the app called Tether. And once you get everything set up, you see you can come in here and there's an app that does everything for you, right? So if you look in here, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot connected up to At My Home IoT, which is our IoT network in the house. It says the network status is online. It says there's one client, that's me, the phone, because I actually hooked the phone up to this. So it's actually running through this hotspot. And it's got an interconnection, and it's at 2.4 gigahertz. So this thing has both bands. I connected up to the 2.4 gigahertz band. I created a network with this thing called Test, and that's what I connected up the phone to. So now I can go and do that. And then if I want, which is really kind of cool, is I can bring up speed test and do a live test on camera. All right, there we go. All right, look at that. It's 200 and wow, it's zipping right along here. Now I'm on the 5G network. This is the test_5G network. So download about 260 according to the speed test, and up is looking pretty good. Now we have a 1 gig down, 40 meg up, and we're at the 40, which I would expect. So that's pretty good through this as a hotspot. And then let's take a look. We'll bring up at my home. All right, so it brings up the website really fast. Seems to be pretty good. So here's one of the videos. Let's see, will it play it? Hi, this is Mark. There you go. It's playing the video just fine. So that's cool. All right, so there you go. It's working pretty good. That's on the 5 gig network, and it's hooked up through our regular home network. Working really good. Looks pretty good. It even says working well. Now, if I want to change, I can actually go in here and say switch between modes. So I can go to access point range extender. So that's kind of cool. So if you want to just extend the range in your home, let's say you have a dead spot, you can use this for that. The hotspot's what we're currently using. And you have router and internet mode. So you can actually use this as a router if you want to. If you just connect it up straight, and if you don't have, let's say, a regular router, you can use it as a router. So pretty neat device, and fairly easy to use. I think it took me a little while to kind of learn all the nuances of how it works. But that's it. It even shows you the clients. Look at that. My phone is the client on here, so it's pretty cool. That's it. That's the travel router, and it works pretty good as a hotspot. So I'm looking forward to next time we travel through plugging it in and see if it works well on the hotel network. So that's it. That's the TP-Link Wi-Fi 6 travel router. Thank you for watching.